Is it politically correct for me to say let's normalize beating up Nazis? I don't care if it is or not. Let's do that shit.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the kamikaze?
What a do, jive turkeys, and welcome back to the Controversy. I'm your host, Dean Elliott-Carter, and I'm all about girl power. I'm all about women empowerment, but I'm all about doing it the right way, not forcing it down anybody's throat, not doing it all cringe-worthy and whatnot, and having a point behind it, making it make sense. Because in reality, our society needs girls that get it done. A lot of men been doing it for years and can't get it done. In movies, there's a lot of great females that get it done, and we gotta praise these women right now. Name some of your favorite women in the comments, please. So The Boys Season 2 has wrapped up, and we have seen the finale. And if you've not seen the finale, please get off this video and watch it now. And the finale was great. There was an amazing scene that everybody's talking about that I just cannot get out of my head. Is a scene where all the women of the boys decide they're going to jump Stormfront.
Hey, crowd.
I come in the club, shaking my dreads, throwing these bows and busting these heads. Still relevant, still some of my wrestlers, best if they go by, think you believe. I'm a diamond, committing no crime, not leaving a trace, not leaving a line. We not getting better, cause I got an up you way, cause you wasting my time. Stupid, I know what to do. I waste your, you my crew. I'm doing what you had, so what you do? You talking about me, then I'm talking to you. You fucking know it's within your plans, you busting on me, bitch. Don't get that, I'm cold in the ice, and I'm freezing on here. I'm talking your city, but you cannot tell.
No, if you walk by, but you better come and quick. I got some shit up in my trunk that's gonna make your body flip. Hollow tip, busting out the roof soon as I hit the door. Anybody make a fall?
Oh yeah, it was a bunch of Beckys fighting in the girls' locker room, and I loved it. But this scene right now is being compared to another so-called women empowerment scene that has been of discussion for the last year and a half. That is the Avengers Endgame scene. You know, the other girls get it done scene.
Don't worry. She's got help.
Girls get it done. And cut a rehearsal. No one move. No one move. No one move. Start.
Yes, the She Got Help scene, which has a lot of issues and it's very cringeworthy. Some people like it. I'm not going to diss anybody that does like it. I can understand why seeing all these women in one scene is pretty cool. I can get that. But logically, it made no daggum fucking sense. Let me explain in this video why the Girls Get It Done scene worked better in The Boys Season 2 Episode 8 more than Avengers Endgame. So Endgame had some of the most iconic superhero moments of all time. Of course, we love when Cap finally gets the hammer. That was payoff. We love the Avengers Assemble scene. And one of my favorite scenes of all time is I Am Iron Man. But there was also this scene that sprinkled a couple more grains of sugar for no reason. The superhero women scene. And one of the reasons this scene didn't work is, first of all, none of these girls knew each other. Okay, when did you see a movie with Mantis hanging out with Captain Marvel? It's not happened. Captain Marvel, first of all, doesn't really know any of these girls because she's been off-world most of her life. A lot of these women are just getting back from Dusted, and they've had no communication with each other. We can always say the obvious. During this war, with so many people on both sides, it just so happened, the luck of the Irish, all these women were around each other at the same time. Makes no logical sense. Also, this Thanos from 2014 that came to the future didn't technically do anything to any of these people yet. And I get it. You've seen the guy that killed you or did harm to people you know. It doesn't matter if he's from the past or not. You still are angry. But at the same time, like, we've seen Thanos already get his ass whooped multiple times. Hell, we've seen him die. So the stakes of him getting beat up or roughed up are already gone. We've already seen this before. So it's gonna be nothing new to see him get his ass whooped again by some girls. So that's another reason the scene didn't work. And when it happened, it was so weird and cringeworthy. Them just standing there like, she's got help. You could see some of them posing in the background. They're walking slowly like it's a model show. Like, it's just so much stopping going on in this war. There are literally aliens all around them shooting and fighting. And it's just, oh, look at me, I'm a female, and we're gonna fight together, cause that's what girls do. I hated it. I hated every second. Come to think of it, when Captain Marvel entered the battle zone, she ripped right through Thanos' ship, which didn't look soft. It looked like it was made of some hard metal. Then all of a sudden she needs help from all these random girls? I don't understand. If she can go through a battleship, why did she need help going through a bunch of aliens? I don't get it. So what was the point of all those girls fighting at that moment together? What was the reasoning of the men not being able to help? Because when she got over to that section, the men helped. That's when Tony and Cap got involved. Like I said, it made no damn sense. It was just a moment for girls to say, hey, we could kick ass too. But you're in a superhero movie. We've seen you kick ass multiple times. We all know you guys can kick ass. I'll say one positive thing about this scene though. It's not every day that you see women all together kicking ass. And that's great for the little girls. These little girls that love superhero movies and nerdy stuff, they don't have a lot of merchandise. Because not every girl wants to be a princess. Some of them want to be superheroes. And that's awesome. The fact that they had multiple people to look at in that scene is cool for the kids. So don't think I'm hating on it altogether. But for the rest of the casual comic book fans and movie fans, they could have done way better with that. I would have much rather them like, Thanos, it's you, the person that killed T'Challa right in front of me. Or, oh, hey, it's Thanos, the person that killed Gamora. Hey, it's Thanos, the one that killed Vision. You know, if they would have brought up all that motivation of why they were pissed off at Thanos, I think the scene would have worked a little bit more. And I'd argue the better women empowerment scene in this movie was Scarlet Witch almost killing Thanos right there in front of everybody. He had to get his troops to shoot up the whole battlefield just to get him out. That's women empowerment. Alright, moving on to why The Boys Season 2 Episode 8 worked with the women get it done scene. We have been waiting all season for Stormfront to get her ass whooped. Seriously. Every episode, she's either whooping ass or saying some off-color stuff. No one's ever beat her up. No one's ever checked her on it. She's literally been walking around with her Nazi white privilege. So us as the viewer, like, she needs her ass whooped. It's that time. Somebody stomp her. Man, somebody hit her. What did she say? Oh, man. When are they gonna kick her ass? We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. That payoff was worth it. So the scene after Stormfront leaves Vought Tower and finds the boys, she is the biggest threat to them right now. They need to act quickly because their lives were literally in danger. They didn't have time to pose. They didn't have time to make one-liners. They had to act immediately. Another thing, these girls knew each other. Kimiko already knew Starlight because they're on the same team. Queen Maeve previously has a relationship with Starlight. Earlier in that episode, Starlight and her were having a conversation about doing the right thing, slowly putting that motivation in her to come to this moment. She doesn't know Kimiko, but she knows of Kimiko because she's been on the wanted list for a while with the boys. She's already hit her radar. The second that Stormfront came to Vought Tower looking to see if all the rumors were true and she left, we get this little hint that Queen Maeve followed her wherever she was going. So it wasn't like she randomly showed up. In her mind, she's a criminal and a Nazi, and she needs to be stopped. So it made sense for her to show up at that moment. And one obvious thing that we all knew is Kimiko wanted revenge. Stormfront killed her brother right in front of her. I think the moment that we saw that, we knew that Kimiko probably was going to be the one to kill Stormfront, even though it didn't happen, but we had a feeling that she was going to at least try to touch her. There goes that motive right there. She's been waiting the whole season to kick her ass. Stormfront's reasoning for being in that situation was to confront Starlight. She knew Starlight was the one that leaked the Nazi pictures, so she was there for blood. And the logic reasoning for the girls being the ones to fight instead of the guys is, they're superpowered human beings. Frenchie, Mother's Milk, and Huey would have done nothing for this fight. They would have got killed immediately. There was a lot of suspense in this scene. Of course, Kimiko and Starlight were jumping her. But Starlight was not winning this fight, and Kimiko got her neck snapped. The boys literally got blown to the side, and their weapon got blown up. Nothing was in their favor at the moment, until Queen Maeve came. What I love about this moment is Maeve needed some redemption. She was already feeling bad for the moments in Season 1. She was emotional about the breakup with her girlfriend, and this is the time to redeem herself. This is the time to show that she was a great hero. She's not scared of Homelander. She's not a puppet of Vought. The second Maeve came, that brought light into everybody. Kimiko got her neck back together, Starlight got back up, and they joined in on that ass whooping. They didn't stop to make one-liners. They just started pounding and pounding and pounding. Thanos getting beat up is cool, don't get me wrong. But watching a literal Nazi get their ass whooped is something everybody can rewind till the end of time. It's a 5-star watch. Thanos is bad, yes. He's wiped out so many people. He's killed so many people. But he's not a Nazi. Fuck Nazis and everybody that loves them. There was no talk. It was all action. And that's why this scene worked. There was a lot of building up to it. Emotions and tensions were at an all-time high. The scene in Avengers Endgame was just random and made no sense. If you take that part out of Endgame, you still got Endgame. And throughout the MCU, there's so much great women moments to look at. Let's not forget any of them. And don't forget this.
Girls do get it done.